Good morning, world. How y'all doing? God bless everybody. If you've been led to this video, this is a motivational story that I want to go ahead and let on y'all. So I did write down a little bit of this stuff so I could remember it. But I was talking with my cousin the other day. And, when I was a kid watching cartoons and TV shows, I had this simple idea in my head where plants were just supposed to grow. You put the seed in the ground, and I mean, like, that was it. Like, I mean, like, look at Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack planted his magic seeds before he goes to bed, and by the morning time, it's just like a giant beanstalk, you know what I mean, reaching all the way up to the clouds and the heavens above. Instant results, instant gratification. He no waiting, no work. He just planted it, and boom, just progress. But life isn't like that, right? So growth doesn't work like that, and I didn't really understand this until I was much older. Because you see, like, real growth takes time. It's a process, and so much more than that. So it's so much more than just a process. When you see in progress along the way, you get joy along the way. You think when you watering your plant every day, you telling it good things. You seeing it grow, and you telling yourself good things. First of all, because you feel like you got a green thumb. Amen. You know what I mean? But during that process, you get to see what, while it's growing, but actually going on up underneath that plant. I actually was watching a sermon once. Pastor Todd was talking about bamboo and how it takes like a year, 2-3 years for it to even come up from out of there. So if you plant a bamboo seed, that's totally different than any other seed that most plants, it takes a few weeks, a couple days, maybe a week or 2-3 weeks for it to start growing, and you see it. But take this example, like, right, first thing it does after you plant it isn't above the ground. You're not going to just see it grow, right? It start growing. It forms at the roots. These roots got to develop. You know what I mean? These roots grow deep. So they searching for water. They searching for nutrients. They searching for a foundation that can support the plant. So when it finally breaks through the surface, right, the work that's happening in the dark, it might not look like progress to us, or absolutely like necessarily even to me. It might not look like progress, but if you know that you put that seed under that dirt, it's going to grow, right? So without these roots, the plant wouldn't even survive. I mean, like, think about it. The roots is why it is even able to have that structure, where that foundation, where it comes up and it's not like wiggling side to side. The wind does not blowing the tree over, unless, you know what I mean, unless it's just the weather conditions or something like that. But so often we want instant progress. Let me not get off the topic. We want instant progress. We want that dream job now. We want that relationship to flourish immediately. We want success overnight. We want money in the bank account. We want that car in the driveway. We want, you know what I mean? We want all that stuff right now. But at the end of the day, it don't work that way. And honestly, God don't work that way. When God plants a seed in your life, like a dream or a purpose or a vision or a calling, it's like he don't rush the process. He starts by growing your roots out. He works on you beneath the surface in ways you cannot see. Nobody can go into your heart and see what you're thinking and what led you to where you are right now. It's like patience is teaching you and building your character, right? It's strengthening your faith, and sometimes it feels like nothing's happening, right? It's stagnant. It's just consolidating. Have you ever been there? Like, hopefully I'm not alone, right? I know you've been there. If you've been there, I'm just waiting. I'm wondering, you know what I mean? Why am I not seeing any progress sometimes? And oftentimes you might feel forgotten. You might be in a room where, you feel like, did God forget about me? But here's what I've learned, right? Just because you can't see the growth, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. These roots are growing. God is preparing you for what's coming next. So start visioning, get into that, motivating yourself, right? I just signed up for Eric Thomas motivational course. It's a 30-day challenge. If anybody need it, I can leave the link in the description, or if y'all contact me, if y'all tell me to make a video on it, I'll make another video and I'll put the link in the next video. But there's a verse in the Bible, Ecclesiastes 3.1. Well, they said 3.1. Y'all gotta bear with me, because I write these things down, and it always doesn't come out the way I plan on saying it. So I'm picking and pulling from whatever I see, and I add my own little spice into it. And this has helped me with making my videos. So if I see something, I might write it down, and I'm adding my own little flavor into it. You know what I mean? So there's a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. And that seed in the soil, it knows the timing, and it knows when, you know what I mean? It knows its exact timing, and it isn't, if it's not its time yet, you know, and when the time is right, everything changes. The seed breaks through the surface, the plant starts to grow, and what looked like an instant progress was actually the result that was all unseen, like work under beneath the surface. And the same is true for you. So if you're in that season right now where it feels like nothing is happening, I want to encourage you to just trust the process, trust that God is still working. Even when you cannot see it, your roots are growing, and you're being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine, right? But the thing about growth is not just what's above the surface. It's about the foundation you're building. Like I said, when the time comes and you finally see, you're going to realize it was worth the wait. So keep watering your seeds, tending to it, plucking out the weeds, because weeds will grow too. I can't talk about the good stuff without talking about the bad. We often get clouded with trauma or addiction, and negative thoughts. But when it's your time to grow and you see what you've been waiting for, and that unseen act, whatever was preparing you for something that's extraordinary, just remember that those roots that you planted, they can thrive. Just stay patient and faithful, and stay ready, and don't allow those weeds, cut them weeds down. That's why I didn't even stay focused on it for too long. I want to just let you know your breakthrough is coming. Whatever is like clouding you, like, don't even worry about it. Just know that your breakthrough is coming. This version of you is going to flow the way God intended it for it to flow for you. So just allow it to be a smooth flow in its nature and its sound. It might sound unnatural, but I'm just hoping that this was inspiring to you. And when you're able to hear it and get this message, just like it. If you like it, if you don't like it, dislike it too, because I need, reviews are good reviews, or whether it's even a bad review, I need to take it so I can shape up what to do next. And even with my music, somebody left a comment and told me, when I start to actually feel my words or say my words and with more, I forgot what word he used exactly, but just, all feedback is good feedback. It's like music, and it's food to my ears. Music to my ears, food to my ears. It helps me grow. It helps me realize where I'm not strong at, what I mean, with talking or getting on here and spreading this message and just having that impact. It also helps me to know what direction I want to go with my next video, and I will be taking notes. So if y'all got anything y'all want to share, that's very good. If y'all want to go back and rewatch it, that's even better. And if I was able to spark a little light in you today, don't be afraid to share the video, or just let me know these things so I can improve. And I just want to let y'all know before I get off of here, peace and blessings. Thank you for watching the video.